Everyone, welcome to Cooking with Nancy O and Rick, my sidekick slash husband. Yeah, I keep him around for reasons. Yeah, for cleanup. Good idea. Anyway, we have an interesting recipe. We have two recipes we're going to share with you today because we had a request for potato pancakes for dinner tonight. Our son is staying with us with his dog and one of our grandchildren because they're having construction at their house. And so we wanted to come up with a healthy potato pancake recipe. So before we get to all that, we want to talk about our tower gardens because, oh my gosh, our towers, this has never happened to us before, but they have absolutely peaked already with, I don't think our vegetables can grow any bigger this summer. So we are going to remove some of our greens, and we've already started new seedlings, and we're going to do a whole new batch of vegetables for the summer. This has never happened that they grew so fast. You can see the zucchini, and our zucchini grows like an inch a day. You can almost watch it grow. It's like incredible. All of our chard has gotten huge, our kale, parsley. We just feel like it's time to pull some of it off and start new. Tomatoes are starting to turn red, so obviously we're not going to touch those. Pumpkins are growing, guys. I'm so excited about my pumpkins on the tower. I cannot wait. The ones we planted in our garden, the squirrels have pretty much gotten it, or the chipmunks. I think, how many plants we have left? Three? Three. Okay, and they're like this long, and on the tower we have pumpkins growing up the wall. So it is incredible. So now we're going to get to our recipes. So I was requested to have potato pancakes today. We're going to do a healthy twist on them, as healthy as we can get them. But what do you serve meat-wise? So our incredible sponsors, Meet Your Kitchen, has given us a pound of ground beef here. Actually, she gave me 2 pounds, but I'm savoring one for next week. So Meet Your Kitchen is the person that gives us our meat, and they have this incredible deal for our first time or people that order. It's called Hello MYK, Meet Your Kitchen, all in capital letters. They'll give you $5 off your first order. If you're in their delivery area, they will deliver for you. So today we're going to start with a meatloaf recipe that we have made for our kids all of our lives. And what we like about it is we have learned to alter this recipe. It cooks in the microwave. It's fast, it's convenient, and we have even smoked this on the grill, haven't we? Yeah. And so it is really good. When we mix this up at 7 o'clock this morning, I didn't think to throw some parsley in it, which we could have, and we should have because we grow it on the tower. So anyway, we have this, and we, just so you know, what you're looking at is half the recipe. So we did half the recipe. We put it in a small microwave dish. Happens to be my monkey pan. I know, I bought that from Silver Dollar City years ago. And anyway, what we have in this recipe is our tomato sauce consists of tomato sauce and brown sugar and mustard. That's what it was, mustard. I wasn't coming up with the mustard. And you kind of make that up and set that aside. And then you just do your typical, we use crackers in it. We did an egg in here, 2 eggs, no, 1 egg, because we did half the recipe. And then we just mix this all up with some salt and pepper. And then you do half of your tomato sauce recipe. We will put the full recipe on the page when we're done, but we just wanted you to see what half a recipe is. So we just mixed a typical meatloaf, and I think the real kicker here is the fact that it has this tomato sauce mixed in with it, half of it, and then you put the rest of it on top. So I'm going to give this to Rick. He's going to go over and pop it in the microwave. We're going to just cook it on high, and if you don't have a round pan like that, we usually cook it in a 2-quart casserole, and we stick a little glass cup like this in the center of it, and we cook it like that just so the insides get done. So it only takes, when you're doing 2 pounds, the full recipe, like 12 to 14 minutes to cook that. That's a fast recipe when you work. And then you could also pre-make it because it's delicious left over.
Yeah, we changed up and used ground turkey and
right,
whatever.
So you could do ground beef, whatever. But the beef today came from Meet Your Kitchen. So that's why we're doing the beef.
Yep.
Okay. Now, let's talk about these potato pancakes. So they are not, you know, German food is very heavy. I grew up on these potato pancakes, and I love potato pancakes. And when my son requested them, I was like, okay, what can we do here? So we're adding zucchini in with the potato pancakes, because how many people have zucchini that they're growing all year, all summer long, and what do you do with them? So these are the zucchinis that we did in our garden. Literally, we have one bigger than this. But today we use summer squash. And the reason I did was because the neck on the was starting to get a little soft, and I thought we need to use that up. The other ones like this, I'm going to take and spiral them, and I'm going to put them in the freezer. So when we need noodles, we have them ready. Now, you can also shred your zucchini and put it in the freezer pre-measured, but remember it's going to be heavy in water and you're going to have to drain it. So I'm going to hand these zucchinis to you, and then we're going to start on our potato pancakes. I'm very, very excited. So while the meatloaf is back there in the oven cooking, we're going to do the potato pancakes. We've already pre-made a batch, so I've never put zucchini in my potato pancakes, so I really needed to do that so I could trust it. So we're just taking 3 cups of shredded. Here, let me pull this back a little bit. We have the summer squash in here. We have a potato in here, about a cup. And what we did is we put that in a colander and let all the moisture soak out, because you don't want any added moisture. So we're going to set that aside, because first we have to add our wet ingredients and dry ingredients. So we're going to take a couple of eggs here, actually 3 eggs, lightly beaten. We're going to put this in our bowl. We have some garlic and some onions here. 2 cloves did you do today? Okay. We used the full cloves today. 2 cloves of garlic and a small onion. Oops. So we're going to add that. And we have some salt and pepper. I think I did about a teaspoon of salt, maybe, and about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. We're going to mix that up. And then what we're going to do is after I have this mix, we're going to add the dry ingredients. So our dry ingredients are breadcrumbs. We have half a cup of breadcrumbs with 3 tablespoons of flour. Let me hand that to you, babe. Okay, it's going to get a little pasty, which when I first start making it, I'm like, okay, I'm used to throwing everything through a blender and doing this. So this was a little different for me. So we just mixed it up really, really well. And now we're going to add the potatoes and the zucchini to it. And we're just going to coat it. You want to preheat the oven? The stove for me. So while I'm getting Rick, he's going to start pre-treating the stove, the fry pan back there.
Warming up.
Warming up. So the recipe says to put 2 tablespoons of oil in the fry pan. I just kind of drizzled it because it's a nonstick fry pan. I don't want that much oil. And then you just start, if you need more, drizzle a little more in. Don't overwhelm, because then you have so much grease in the first batch that goes through. Look at this, Rick. How does that look?
Looks good to me.
I know. So when you fry these, we are going to take 1/4 cup and just put it in the pan. Oh, that was a big piece of zucchini in there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
One piece was a little big. We put it through our food processor, the zucchini and potatoes, just to make it easier. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
I know I'm. So I gave him 1/4 cup measuring cup. He's just going to scoop it and put it in. I fit about 2 in when I did it earlier. We're going to let him do that. Okay. Is the pan hot enough, you think? Oh, he's going to make a giant one. He's got a big 1/4 cup over there. So, and that's all you do. You drop them in the pan. Now what you're going to do is let them brown really well on both sides. and then it's going to taste delicious. I cannot wait to have these for dinner tonight. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the zucchini things that you can do in order you get an abundance of zucchini and summer squash this time of year. So we have done all kinds of recipes. I have a delicious Italian zucchini recipe. I think I have demoed that before, but if not, we'll get you caught up on that one. But you can pre-cut your zucchini, like shredded. You can add it to any time you're making a soup or a chili or something. Throw it in if it's already shredded and in your freezer. It's just added vegetables to everything that you cook. You can add it to breads. Of course, we know that. But just remember, when you cut it and freeze it, it's going to get really juicy when you thaw it. So you're going to have to make sure you have time to drain it and pat it with a paper towel. When we shredded this zucchini, we had no water in it. I don't know why, but it just was great. And we added and I need to remind you, when we do a potato for this, it needs to be a russet potato because it's a starchier potato and you need that for holding that together. So how's it cooking?
Looks like it's doing good.
Okay, so he's our cook back there. He's got the potato pancakes going. I'm wondering how our meatloaf is going. What do you
I
think?
think we're getting a couple minutes.
Couple more minutes, he's saying. Okay, I cannot wait for you to see how easy it was to make this meatloaf. It is fast, quick, and easy. Now, back to the zucchini. So if you want, you can get a spiraling tool where you can spiral it down and you have your spiral noodles. And we have used that many times on recipes. We have done that with butternut squash also, but summer squash, zucchini, you have a big array of vegetables that you can be eating all winter long. What else have we done with our zucchini? Baked them in the oven, like
Grill
little
them.
medallions. We grill them. Oh my gosh, grilled zucchini is fantastic. So, okay, Rick, I am getting ready to show these potato pancakes. How are you doing with yours?
We're doing okay.
All right. So we pre-cook a whole batch of these. So we have a double batch going. You can see I laid a paper towel in between. Now, a big traditional thing is to serve applesauce, green beans, things like that with this. If you do applesauce, make sure that you use a non-sweetened applesauce. Are you ready to taste these, Rick? Well, I want you to taste these before the before the meatloaf comes out, because we have 2 tastings today.
Perfect.
He already ate one of these, guys. He knows what they taste like. I'm not gonna lie, he couldn't wait.
I know it's good.
All right. I want to taste it too, because I love potato pancakes.
I know it's good.
You know, when you're raised on something like this and you want it to taste really healthy. Oh my gosh.
Great.
You can't even tell they're zucchini. Those are really good.
Mhm.
I think we had a slam dunk for our son tonight for dinner.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna love this. I'm having a second bite. Okay. It's a little bit mushier than a regular potato pancake, but it has a fantastic flavor to it. This recipe is a good one, guys. You're gonna want to grab that off of there. Look at that new one. Turn the thing off. Let's not cook anymore, because I know. Look at that. It's going to taste even better hot, because ours was not hot because we pre-cooked. All right, let's pull that meatloaf out and see how that's doing. We're kind of guessing on the cook time because it cut the recipe in half. We always make the full batch. And the reason we make the full batch, was it not hot?
It wasn't too bad.
Okay. So when you can just see it's nice and juicy. And we always cook the full batch when we make it for ourselves. Sometimes we even double the batch, because then we slice it up into meals. And then when it's just the 2 of us, we can pull out like 2 servings, and then we have an instant meal. You think we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me that little spatula to pull that out of there? That you were cooking with?
Here you go.
Okay. So we're gonna pull this meatloaf out. Now remember, it's half the recipes. Look at that. That is piping hot. Take a bite now, Rick.
No problem.
No, he doesn't like eating things when they're piping hot, so I'm really messing with him. He's going to have to blow that off because it's really hot. Oh, look who's joining us now. Come here. We have a guest coming in. Come over here by us. This is our grandson, Nathan. We can almost see his little head. He is spending the night with us, and tonight his brother gets to stay. So
We're done.
good. Okay. All right. Let me finish up. He wanted to poke his head in and say hi. Okay. Grandpa, how was this? See, now we got
Yeah.
turned into grandpa because
Yeah.
grandkids are here. How was the meatloaf?
Good. Very good.
Hot?
Just right.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Oh, yeah. Guys, take this meatloaf and add some parsley to it and some other things like from the garden. I forgot to do that this morning because it was 7 o'clock in the morning. This is always a good recipe. We have also thrown this on the grill. This meat that you get from Meat Your Kitchen has 0 fat in it. It is so good. I've cooked with the ground beef before. There's no draining to it. It's so convenient and easy. So make sure you go to meatyourkitchen.com. Use the code HELLO MYK for Meat Your Kitchen, and it is just a fantastic place to get your meat. So between the meatloaf and the potato pancakes, we have fresh green beans out of our garden. We have room to put them on the tower, but we have grown them in the tower before, and we are all set for dinner tonight.
We got our salad too.
And we have our salad. Oh my gosh, we have so much lettuce and salad going on. So next week, we're going to bring you something else delicious. We have to see everything's growing on the tower. We're really struggling with what to cook because we have so much going on the tower. We are so anxious to share this with you. Call us and ask us about our towers. Come by, stop by and see them and have a salad with us. It's just fantastic. So we did a slam dunk on today's German meal. I call it a German meal because it was meatloaf and potato pancakes. And I just cannot wait to continue with all the delicious vegetables that we have. So slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
All right, you have to high five us. That's how we do it. High five, Grandpa. Okay, so you guys have a great week. Be safe. Next week, we'll come up with a delicious recipe. And I just can't wait to share it all with you. So reach out to us and give us your feedback and let me know if you need that recipe or if you've tried it and how much you like it. Bye for now.
Bye.
Oh, this is really good. These pancakes are delicious. You
They're
can't
great.
even tell.
I like them with the meat. Mm.
I think Christopher's going to love it.
Yeah. You want to bite, young man?
No.
Looks like a hamburger.
Okay. Not going to get him to get a bite.
Okay.
This is really good.
It is just
Not yet.
You want to come over here and wait by?
Hmm.
Okay. All right, Rick. I think we did a good job.
Yep.
Thanks.
Good. Very good.
Okay.